Well, hello, it's Sherry here, and welcome back to the Grow You Girl channel, where this week's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what goes on inside as the winter months are ahead of us. Most of the garden is all closed down now, but I still want to get my fingers in the dirt, so I do it indoors. Let me show you around. Come on, let's grow. As you walk in the front door of my house, you will see immediately that, yeah, I'm pretty much into plants, and I want to again welcome you to my indoor garden, which this room has become. This used to be the front porch of our house, and about, I want to say about 6, 7 years ago now, we did this addition where there's our house over there, and then we have this sunroom, which I absolutely love. We have this glass door here, right over here, that can be closed if you want. Let me go ahead and do that. And as you can see, then this room really gets private, and just love the space. I spend so much time in this space in the winter months. But I thought I would take you through and just share some ideas that might spark some inspiration in you for your own indoor garden. And I would love to hear in the comments how you spend your winter months and what's your favorite part of indoor plants. One of my favorites is, of course, the geranium, because they do bloom so beautifully indoors. And this one I've had for a number of years, and it just keeps on thriving. But everything from succulents, that I really got into succulents this year. See if I can move this so you can see these. But I am lucky enough to have these windows in this room. This is a south facing window. We've got east going over here, then of course north, and we get so much light in here during the day that it just allows these plants to thrive. And again, so I have a combination of things I've brought in and stuff and plants that stay indoors all year long, like this fiddle leaf fig, who has just grown tremendously since I got this little guy. And just adding some of my whimsical touches from the garden here in these plants, a variety of things that you will see here, that this vine is doing so much better inside than it actually was doing outside. I've got to cut it back a little bit. Now, one thing I did this year is that, and I do every year, and these pots right here in the front really demonstrate this, is that I bring my outdoor pots indoors, and some make it, some don't. Some flowers just need more. Now, I brought in these cosmos about a week ago because the frost had already gotten some, but it didn't get this one because it was near the house. And the cosmos seems to be thriving. I need to deadhead it here a bit, but it just seems to be doing really well. And that's one of the things I'll tell you when you bring your plants from outdoors indoors, is to really keep a close eye on them, because I think if you can, cut them back as they need to be cut back, or just take leaves off, because they will, especially geraniums, will have an effect. But we'll see how long the cosmos last. I actually love them in here. They're a bright and cheery thing to have, but I've got these impatiens also with the little Dusty Miller that have just been thriving. They've been in here about 3 weeks. I brought in the pots gradually, but just a variety of plants that I will put here on the screen. But even a heuchera, look at this. That we'll see. We'll see what they do indoors. I never know, but the option is to leave them out, and I know they will die. These annuals, and even this gazania, they're all a little closed up right now, but it has been doing really well, and I thought for sure it would be a goner, but it wasn't. And they have just been blending in with the house plants that are indoor. This money tree is a very happy little tree. And yeah, just so many different varieties of plants. These little shamrocks I shared last year in a video, and they have just done so well. I'm even doing some propagating of, this plant Oh, its name is going away. I'm going to put it on the screen here for you. But it, as leaves, or sometimes the stalks come off of it, so I propagate it. And that's one of the things I really want to recommend, that you know, it can get very expensive buying plants, but if you have friends, family, etc., that you can propagate, just take, cutting off of their plants, you can get, and that's actually what happened with this one. A friend of mine had this plant and it has just gone crazy over the years, and I keep getting more cuttings and it's fantastic. um yeah, so this room is really a multi-purpose room. We have our dining table in here, but we have another dining table upstairs. So this is really for occasions when we have the family get-togethers. We'll pull the table out. It's got a leaf, it can extend, and then we can have large family meals in here, which really doesn't happen that often anymore, just over the holidays, etc. Yeah, so, and some plants, this is a little bit of a nursery right now, because I've got my amaryllis bulbs from last year. I don't know if they're going to come back up. I've just lightly watered them. We'll see what happens, and I may have to replace them here, but I'm looking forward to doing some kind of arrangement here with the amaryllis. I found this variety that is green in color. I'm really excited about it for this year. And so it's looking at what you can do with what you have and then add things as you go. I like to really do a lot of writing here at this table in the early morning light when the sun, is coming up over through the windows this way. I love that. Now, let's be real. Some things just don't do so great when you bring them in. And that, like this plant here, what is it? I'll put the name on the screen because it's going to the wayside for me, but it's not happy. I kind of figured it wouldn't be, but I thought I'd give it a try, and that's what we can do, is give it a try. This is a succulent here that looks pretty poorly, but what I'm going to do in the week ahead is that I'm just going to cut it back, because you can already see that it's starting to get new growth in here. It had these beautiful spiral flowers, and that's why I left it as is, but I need to clean that up. This plant is not getting enough sunlight, and that's the other thing too, is just you got to adjust the sunlight, see what's happy, what's not. These guys are very happy, and again, a lot of succulents. This is called a million mothers, because it drops a lot of little baby seedlings that you see there in the pot. But like some bougainvilleas that I've had in here for years that go outside, inside, it sure is a cost savings to be able to do that. And then just how over the years plants have come together. These two combined beautifully together. And money tree, another kind of a money tree here too. And yeah, now this guy, again, as you go, things just aren't, this guy isn't doing so well. I'm definitely going to clip it back one more time, and I probably will let it go. And that's the whole thing about deciding when and how you want to let plants go. This jade tree is having a little bit of an issue. I had it over here. It wasn't happy. So then I moved it over here, and it seems to be happier, but it's about, this plant, oh my goodness, is about 17 years here. It was my mother's. It was a small little clipping I took from my mother's jade tree that she had outside in Southern California. And I've given so many clippings to people off of this plant, but it's gotten very branchy. And we'll see now that I've moved it over closer to the sun. I think it was needing more sun. Again, something to look forward to is how can you shift where things are at. Some more propagating going here. And here I have a little terrarium happening. And this area right here, again, as I talk about the multi-purposeness of this room, is where I do my meditation in the morning. I have my yoga mat right over there. I put it down and do my meditation in the morning. It's just absolutely lovely. I have a little space heater there to keep me warm. And look at this Norfolk pine, is just a happy, happy fella. And so many things. And we've got another room downstairs, so these plants are enjoyed by both rooms. And then some things, I had another plant in here This cyclamen is struggling, but I think I'm going to go get a new plant. Something I'm going to go shopping with. I'll show you in the weeks ahead. We'll get this thing cleaned up, and I'll just share more with you as we go in the weeks ahead. But where in your home, that's the question. Could you start your own little sunroom? And again, you may not have this much real estate to do it in, but you can also gather plants together. I love the feel of this. It feels kind of jungle-like, you know? So again, on the comments, let me know what works for you. And, you know, giving yourself that, oh, look at the cyclamen is, I love the color of these flowers. Aren't they beautiful? I will drop a link below too to my meditation videos. Uh, it's called Morning Momentum, and a way to look at setting up your own meditation practice in a space that belongs to you. And if you love plants as much as I do, surrounding yourself in that space with plants is just a really awesome thing to do. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Next week, I'm going to show you how I'm going to grow food indoors, which is going to be very fun, and I'm excited to share that with you. So until then, get your fingers in the dirt. Remember to plant often, and my friends, to do it with love. Take care.